Good evening, everyone. This is a breaking news that the Department of State Service (DSS) has released Nnamdi Kanu's private medical doctor, Professor Martins. He was abducted from his residence in Enugu State on 3rd, being Friday, June 2026. The reason why DSS arrested him, kidnapped him, or abducted him is still unknown to so many people. But we know that this is just the connection that happened when Nnamdi Kanu was facing trial at the Federal High Court under Justice James Omotosho. The issue of medical records, I made that thing clear in my last video. That is the only connection this man has with DSS and Nnamdi Kanu, where the report he presented contradicts or contradicted that of the Department of State Service. And ever since then, nothing happened, and we just heard that he was abducted. And it's important people raise and down, the people that raise and down, raise and down. But kudos to the Nigerian Medical Association who did the necessary things that led to the release of this man. I believe that no one should be intimidated because of something like this. Terrorists are everywhere. We don't even, if, for example, Nigeria is a country that works, we don't even have the what is it called, the personnel, military personnel, to stop these terrorists, and you are having hundreds of DSS storming a professor of medicine, storming his house, kidnapping him. It doesn't make sense. That man deserves respect. He's a professor of medicine. He deserves respect. Come on, he deserves respect. He didn't use primary C's to become a medical doctor like DSS. They didn't use maybe NCE to join to become a medical doctor. They don't use it to. All those people that did not even have WAEC, you will storm a professor of medicine's house. No invitation, no arrest warrant, because you're a DSS officer, you just kidnap him. EFCC the other day stormed hospital and also kidnapped a professor of surgery. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. All these things only happen in a zoo. People don't like to hear all these things. But we must say the truth. Like, do you know this man that they kidnapped? The man that they just intimidated. If he is in America, he will be respected by the state, by everybody. But here, if you are not connected to the power, you are nonsense. This is not an organized nation. You go to so many zoos where animals are staying, well organized than Nigeria. And you said that people call it Nigeria zoo. Like, do you sit down to reason it? No. Did you sit down to reason about it before you talk? If there is any name worse than zoo, it could be used to explain Nigeria. Tell me any state that I'm about to mention where the minimum of 15 villages are not controlled by terrorists. Do you hear what I said? Terrorists have annexed Nigeria, starting from southwest, Kwara, Oyo, going to central, Kogi, Benue, Plateau, going upwards, Niger State, go to Sokoto State, return to Kebbi, go to Borno in the east, and then Nasarawa, Katsina, Zamfara State, like to mention but few. Terrorists have annexed major parts of these states I'm mentioning. Go and verify. Go and verify. And if someone come out to call Nigeria a terrorist country, hey, why are you calling Nigeria a terrorist? Terrorists are ruling you. They control, if may I say, most part of Nigeria. But if I say so, people will not understand. When it comes to land mass, terrorists control more part of Nigeria. You understand? When it comes to land mass, because you know the land mass that there is no residential buildings, where ungoverned spaces, I think that is the best statement to use for this. Ungoverned spaces in Nigeria. Do you know how many ungoverned spaces we have in Nigeria? Terrorists control all of them. And these terrorists did not stop controlling ungoverned spaces. They went on and control, and let me say, they challenged the other government to control the places they call governed spaces. So that is why you see in the town, in the cities, terrorists are also controlling. They are issuing directives. They are saying that military soldiers, all those people are their boys. They use them. Where do we get here? We got here because some people want to turn Nigeria into a terror stronghold, to launch a jihad path into the world. And if we do not do something now, you can't do it later. So the time is now. First of all, define the problem. Know the problem facing you. Anyway, I'm happy that this doctor has been released. Maybe if DSS want to take him to court for that, let DSS take him to court. I know he will defeat them in the court if law still exists. Interest does. I don't believe law still exists. It is interest. Anybody they want to fight, they will fight. If law exists, I won't see any reason why Reno Mokre established that Tinubu is a criminal drug lord and he's now ambassador. So record Tinubu a criminal. They sent him to Kuje facility, correctional facility. Like, it doesn't make sense. Daniel Bwanda revealed and exposed Tinubu for forming these Fulani terrorists we have today, called bandits. Tinubu formed them and imported them. Daniel Bwanda is working with Tinubu now. He made a statement. The statement is still in the world. It's still on Al Jazeera. It's still on TVC news everywhere. You understand? But nobody even talked to him. So you can make the same statement to then another thing will happen. They will take you to court. They will even kill you. That is where law does not exist. What exists is interest. Is this person for us? Is it against us? So when you look at all these things, you gather all these things, you understand that Nigeria is not it. Then what are we going to do to change it? Like I used to say before, first of all, you must know the problem. And that is why we do what we do, to sensitize you. You don't know the problem because you can't solve a problem that you don't know. You can't solve a problem that you don't. That is why you believe that ballot is the answer. You believe that ballot is the answer, forgetting the meaning of a system. When a system is corrupt, in fact, the Bible puts this in a better way. The Bible says that if the foundation is destroyed, what will the righteous people do? If the foundation is destroyed, what will the righteous do? Absolutely nothing, because the foundation has been destroyed. Another example, if you want to build, let me say, just a bungalow, and you need a foundation for bungalow, and the following day you say, no, this house must be great. Let us join hands together to build this house. We want to build a skyscraper here. Let us start laying foundation let us start laying blocks on top of the building and deck it and just raise it to become a skyscraper. We are talking about a bungalow foundation. What will happen? It is going to be destroyed. So if foundation is wrong, you've got to uproot it, destroy it. That is the solution. Yeah. Nigeria must be dismantled. Like Jonathan did it. Jonathan knew that Nigeria can't survive like this. Jonathan now organized a national conference. I'm telling you this thing because there are so many people who are ignorant, who know the uprising everywhere, who are thinking that we, who are giving you the real solution, are your enemy. No, we are not. Jonathan knew that Nigeria will not work. And he had a national conference where people suggested that document is still in Aso Rock. If implemented today, many things will change. In fact, that conference is just similar to Aburi Accord. To Aburi Accord that Gowon and Ojukwu had. That accord, Aburi Accord, could have stopped all this killing in Nigeria. In fact, people are afraid they say Aburi Accord will make Nigeria to divide. Is divided Nigeria not better than what you are seeing today? Anyway, keep believing in what you are believing. People don't like me to say this. The reality will teach you a lesson. But I will say it, okay? The reality will teach you a lesson.